We are here at St. Vincent's de Paul for winter sports. We've got about 100 kids involved in 3 different sports, about 45 girl basketball players, about 30 boy basketball players, and about 30 wrestlers. So we are going to get set up here as quickly as we can. Do you guys mind just going down there for, yeah, thanks, man. All right, we are doing a, what are we doing? A 6-light setup for both sports. First things first, I will put up the backdrop here. You never know quite where you're going to be situated. And my assistant is still finishing up his school day, so I will be setting up myself, and hopefully he will get here right when the first basketball player is ready to go. So, got about 4 big stands and a bunch of these little Nano stands. I'm using my long green screen today so that I can get a nice drape and then put the 2 plastic pieces of flooring over the top of it. And I'm trying something new today. I'm shooting really low. All the players, basketball players and wrestlers, will be standing on a couple of pieces of white plastic, 4x8 pieces of white plastic from Home Depot. And I'm going to shoot low enough that I can create a quick Photoshop action to give their feet and legs a little bit of a reflection without it requiring too much work from me on the back end. So if I shoot low, their feet will pretty much be on the same plane. That's the hope anyway. Generally, I like to put the green screen up first just to give me a center point for everything else. I always end up putting it in there too close to the wall or too close to the back wall, but in the gym, I've got quite a bit of room here that I'm working with. So I figured out that generally if I've got all the height in the world, that the top 2 sections up all the way, and then a little bit at this bottom section. And honestly, this is like one of the most finicky parts of the whole operation. You want a nice, flat, clean green screen. It's going to save yourself a whole lot of work on the back end. Just using simple little clamps to make sure everything is nice and tight. Always bring a tape measure. My magic number seems to be about 7 feet. I like my subjects about 7 feet from the green backdrop, which eliminates as much of the green spill as possible. So 7 feet. And 7 feet. All right, how is my green screen? Level? Well, level enough, I would say. Tape each corner down. Make sure that you never know what happens. I had one kid once that thought it looked really fun to just run right into the green screen. So anything you can secure down, the better. All right, now for these big pieces of plastic. I was using white paper that I would have to replace all the time. So now these two pieces of green plastic roll up nice. Gotta love gym floors. You know you're even. And I got a piece of Velcro that is a little bit more of a two-person job, but voila. Nice clean floor. Clean enough. Usually when I've been doing this, my son would be popping up all of the other stands, but like I mentioned, he's not here. Still using my Chimera boom, which I absolutely love. A little bit of pain in the butt to take places, but it breaks down pretty nice. All right, now for the lights. Like I said, using a big 1200 for my key light so that I can run it at a nice low power and not have to worry about it dying. Again, probably overkill, but some things you want to focus on overkill, or some things you want to focus on power and portability. Some things you want to focus on portability. Other things, power is more critical. All right, lights, camera, action. I have, in my case, 5 8300s. Two of them are going to serve as rims, like this one right here, with big old umbrellas. One of them behind will serve as a hair light, and then two up front will be fill lights. Again, it might seem like overkill, but when you're shooting on a white floor, you want to be able to make sure that your subjects are lit head to toe. All right, now for the big umbrellas and the little umbrellas. All the umbrellas. I've gone back and forth from strip boxes to umbrellas, but you can probably see why I use these, because they're just so darn easy to set up. We're getting there, we're getting there. Our two rims and our hair light are on, they're good to go. All right, hey, tape measure. Which are 43-inch Westcott deep umbrellas. The most difficult thing about this is just getting the diffusion on the darn thing. The nice thing about using an 80-1200 is the battery and control unit serve as the counterweight. So I need weights. Like I said, I am shooting low. Canon R5, the 70 to 100. And I'll be shooting at about 100 because I'll be shooting so low. All right, we just photographed about 80 basketball players in about 70 minutes, so that might have been a record. We were flying through with those photos. We've got maybe 10, 20 wrestlers left, and we'll be out of here. But overall, super happy with this setup so far. We'll see how the photos turn out.